Hello, Queens. This is Stephanie Lahart. Thank you so very much for joining me today. I have a question for you. That man that you're interested in dating or marrying, does he have a criminal record? I know this can be an uncomfortable topic to bring up and discuss, but it's important to know just what you're getting yourself into. Having a criminal record doesn't necessarily make him off limits, but let's be honest, all criminal backgrounds aren't created equal. Wouldn't you want to know if he's a registered sex offender? Wouldn't you want to know if he was ever convicted of any form of sexual violence and or abuse? Wouldn't you want to know if he was ever convicted of domestic violence? Wouldn't you want to know if he was ever convicted of robbery, murder, kidnapping, sex trafficking, etc.? Wouldn't you want to know if he was ever in a gang? Wouldn't you want to know if he did anything that could later come back to bite him and bring harm to him, you, or the family? I could literally go on, but I'm sure by now you get my point. You have a right to know about his past, so don't feel guilty for asking. Committing to a man that you don't really know much about could be a disaster. No matter how good he looks, how successful he is, how fun he is to be around, remember, everybody has a past. I encourage you to be mindful if this topic makes him feel uncomfortable, or if he tries to change the subject, or if he makes excuses for not talking about it. You can't afford to drop this subject. Too many women have gotten themselves into relationships that they shouldn't have ever been in. Some made it out and some didn't. Before you decide to date or marry this man, ask the tough questions. You could be saving yourself from a nightmare. Let me leave you with this. Could you imagine building what you thought was the perfect relationship and then boom, something comes up from his past that he didn't talk to you about or you didn't ask? Imagine what that would make you feel like. I'm pretty sure you would feel betrayed, hurt, confused, afraid, and angry. Your life as you know it is now crumbling right before your eyes. And depending on what it is, y'all lives could be forever changed for the worst. Him not talking about his past could cost you and him everything. Could you handle that? It's important to build your relationship on truth. If he's not able or refuses to discuss it, that's a huge red flag that you cannot overlook. Ladies, toxic relationships are very real. Do yourself a favor and don't be afraid to bring up questions that you may have. Asking the right questions is not being too nosy, it's being responsible. Love yourself enough to protect yourself and be as inquisitive as you need to be. My name is Stephanie Lahart, empowering Black women and Black girls all over the world.